Hello, and welcome back to our Fallout New Vegas Let's Play. On last episode, we took out 2 of the 3 fiends that we were hunting, and now we're going to grab the last one, and then head into Camp McCarran and work at those items. So, let's get to it. So, with 2 of the fiends dead, now next is Driver Nephi, and he's kind of one of the easier ones slash harder ones to get to and or kill because, well, he's got a lot of people around him. But just like Cook, not a big deal. Go hunter rifle, let's repair it for maximum damage. And yeah. Okay, we don't have a lot of ammo. But that's fine. We'll make it work. We shall make it work. Now, Driver Nephi should be right around this area. I think. Could be wrong. I don't quite remember. Okay, that's South Vegas Ruins. Yep, he is right here. Okay, so one of you crazy bastards. Shh. Quiet now. There you are. There you are. Oh, what the fucking...
Eat this.
Okay, no headshot, no headshot. Okay, so I'm going to need something with a little bit of speed. Good old laser rifle.
Need a medic.
You need a lot of shit, Boone. Okay. Oh, exit.
You're mine.
Aha! Got him. Okay, Driver Nephi. Buff out, head. Aha! Okay, so all these fiends have been taken care of.
Eat this.
Yo! Nice shot, Boone. Very impressive. Okay. Okay. Well, now we're going to fast travel our way to Camp McCarran to get our reward. Because I like money. Camp McCarran we go, Camp McCarran we go. Yeah, that little simple mission isn't too bad. It can be a little bit of a pain, but nothing super serious. Okay. Okay, Major Daughtry. Time to pay up.
I see you're still alive. And that's
I want to claim a bounty.
that right. God damn it. That's Violet, all right. You made me one happy son of a bitch, you know that? Here, this is the... Think you can take down...
I have another head.
You killed another one. Well, well, well. Driver Nephi. Nothing to say, you son of a bitch. No tips on my golf swing. Lost a lot of good men to this psychopath. Morale's gonna be better now that he's gone. Here's the bounty I promised. I guess we can send first recon down to Camp Forlorn Hope. They need all the help they can get there. That's 2 psychopaths dead. If you can bring down the 3rd, there's a bonus in it for you.
Already done.
If that's true... Yeah, that's Cook. Ugh, did he always smell like this, even before he was dead? And the fiends let this guy touch their food? Well, this is payback for at least one of my troopers. She'll be glad to know he's dead. Here's your caps. You've been one hell of a stroke of good luck, you know that? Those 3 scumbags probably killed 20 NCR troopers. And you bring them down alone. Wish I had a few grunts as good as you. Damn good working with you.
Okay, so skills. I definitely want to bump up my barter because stuff is way more expensive than it should be. Bump my science up to 55. Let's bump survival and unarmed up to 20 just to be safe. And let's give us an extra one in barter. Okay, so let's see. Night Person, Nerd Rage, Here and Now. Yeah, we'll take the Here and Now perk. So the Here and Now perk gives us another level. Oh. Actually, Here and Now normally would, but it only actually gave me 10% of the experience. Well, that's unfortunate. Okay, so now we gotta handle this stuff in here. So
I'm usually good with faces. You know, Cook, honestly, we're fighting a lot of fire. We've got the Legion breathing.
Any other problems?
Yeah. On top of everything else, I can't send a patrol on a bathroom break without it being ambushed by someone who heard they were coming. So somebody's getting the word out.
I could look into who's leaking NCR intelligence.
Well, why not? I'd like to have absolute trust in my men, but that's just... We don't have much to go on right now. Lately, every raiding party in New Vegas seems to have a map of our troop movements. It derails everything. Supplies, reinforcement. Captain Curtis is heading up the investigation right now.
I bet I can make the Legion
I have
Wizard
Lieutenant
talk.
Boyd on that already, and she's excellent. Talk to her if you like. Her off.
Okay. So let's talk to Lieutenant Boyd. Deal with her stuff.
Boyd's in there with the prison right now. Boy, is she big.
You stick out like a sore thumb around here. Not big on... I've told him he could make my job a whole lot easier if he would just let me shoot anyone who talks back to me. Yeah, so far this has gone exactly as expected. Poorly. We captured an honest... Better believe it. Everybody in Caesar's Legion, from Caesar on down, will kill themselves before they can be captured. They're so twitchy they'd probably do it if you reached out to hug them. But here's this guy, who's an elite commander in their army, and he just gives himself up, even as his men are slitting their own throats around him. Well, I don't know about you, but to me that sounds like a man who... Only times he speaks up are to insult you. He's a real... I like the word... Problem is that the... But here's my favorite thing about you. You're not in the NCR. Plus, for all this guy knows, you're completely insane.
So, let's go beat a prisoner.
I think if you rough him up enough, and real... So let's do this. We go back...
Okay. So, we actually need to talk to Boone, and we need to tell him to wait
I'll
here.
sit tight.
Because if we don't, he'll jump in,
Long time
pull out a
no see,
rifle,
Caesar.
shoot him, and then that's a problem.
I was just thinking about it.
That's so.
I was just thinking about that pretty neck of yours.
How sweet.
I was thinking about how it would look with a Legion slave collar on it.
I'll pass.
Do you know what I love about our slave collars, Lieutenant?
If you love them, maybe you should try one on.
I love how tightly they fit. I train my men to make sure the slave's flesh bulges a bit around the top and bottom. Why?
It's all the rage in fashion circles.
Not quite. If you fit it just right, their body never gets used to the feeling of wearing it. It cuts in just enough when they swallow or turn their head to remind them who they belong to. And it's that constant reminder that keeps them docile.
In that case, maybe you'd better save the collar you were gonna give me.
Oh? For whom?
For a friend of mine you're about to meet. My friend isn't very docile.
And who is this friend of yours?
You know all the rules the NCR instituted to protect enemy prisoners of war?
Of course.
My friend doesn't. Oh, and Celus, if you resist at all, I'll personally blow your brains out. Come on.
Okay, so. Aid. We are actually. Aha. Gonna take one buff out. And some good old psycho. And have ourselves a party.
He's all yours. I'll be back in a bit to see how you're getting along. And I'll need you to surrender your weapons before you go in. You can pick them up from the locker on your way out.
Okay.
What an ugly little worm you are. What You're No, listen. Caesar's secrets are safe. I've told them nothing. They've gotten nowhere. You have to let this go. No, that's... Lieutenant, this man is trying to kill me.
Okay, well, we're actually able to.
Let's finish this up, then we can talk. Let's finish this up, then we can talk. All that shouting. Honestly, Celus, you get free room and board. The least you could do is be a good guest.
Lieutenant, this man is an agent of the Legion on a mission to kill me.
My, we have an active imagination today, don't we?
Think about it. Is it worth the risk? You need what I know.
Well, it sounds like the two of you are becoming fast friends.
It'll be your head if I die, Lieutenant. You'll be disgraced.
You know what? I think you're right, Celus.
Of course I'm right.
Except, I don't care, because it'll be worth it. It'll be worth it to never have to hear you say another word, Celus. Carry on.
Lieutenant! You don't have to do this. You've made your intentions clear. I've done everything Caesar ever asked. I ambushed countless NCR patrols. I waited for him to dispatch us for 3 days. I haven't breathed a word about the officer we planted here. He continues to radio intelligence. I've proven my loyalty. What? No, you slut. Nothing I've said will change the outcome.
You did well. I don't know how you did it without putting a scratch on him, and I'm a little disappointed personally, but it saved the NCR some face. And it could save us more than that when all is said and done. I'm gonna talk to some people when we're through here. This is about double the standard fee we'd give a consultant, but from what I saw, you're more of an artist. so think of this as your commission.
There we go. Okay, so let's bump our barter up to 67. Okay. So we did that. However, I kind of screwed up and I didn't get the whole thing, so I need to go back to Colonel Shu. Speak with him. Oh, there you are.
We're all impressed with the work you've done for us. It's a key to a little hideaway south of here. We've used it as a place for...
Okay.
Calm is what you have. Everything was going according to President Kimball's plan at first, but our two main objectives are still contained, and we're holding Hoover. But every day, hell of a thing losing a ranger. Watch for civilians too. But the man you're looking for is... You hear something like a chain? Could be. We set up here with our... Now we're trying to secure the strip and the dam. And in the meantime, General Oliver won't approve any offensive maneuver. So we're in a holding pattern here. It's our main base. We took it because it lets us keep an eye on the strip. From here we handle most of the logistics for our operations in Nevada. Troop allocation, supply distribution, intel. Usually General Oliver runs the show here. But he's on his way to the dam now, so I've taken on a lot of his duties here. Unfortunately, no. In fact, the word from the ranger stations has been especially concerning lately. Sounds like they've run into overwhelming resistance, and supplies just aren't reaching them. It's been so bad, I asked Sergeant Reyes at Camp Forlorn Hope to look into it, and see how it is that things could be so fouled up there.
Okay.
You're back.
Okay, now we need to speak with this guy in here.
Nice to meet you. I'm Kurt. Smart man. Whoever our mole is, he's been slippery.
Oh, where should I
You
start?
want my advice? Start by talking to people with a lot of eyes in the field. People like Lieutenant Boyd or Sergeant Contreras, maybe. Careful with Contreras, though. He's not above suspicion himself. Keep me apprised of any leads you get. This guy's gotten a lot of my men killed.
Okay, so that stuff is going to be useful slightly later on, and you'll find out. Okay, so let's talk to Boyd. Hey, she's actually sitting on a chair
You
properly.
got something to say,
But,
or do you always look like that?
I mean, I'm all for one for looking busy when actually doing nothing, but, yeah.
You're back. Now, what kind of MP would I be if I didn't notice anything suspicious? I've had soldiers go AWOL, break-ins, thefts, you name it. Well, there's Anders. He's a ranger. That one's not suspicious so much as worrisome. He left on a dangerous assignment. Colonel Shu sent him out. Now I think he feels guilty not having any way to check up on him. Yeah. The man I'm more interested in is Corporal White. White had a lot of promise. Wanted to be a ranger as bad as anyone I've seen. but he also had some extracurricular activities going. Now he's gone. Word around the base is he'd been going regularly to visit a hooker named Dazzle at Gamora. That's a casino on the Strip. Classy place. His belongings are up in the barracks in the concourse building. First bunk on your left if you're facing it from the center. I haven't had a chance to look through his things yet, so that might be a good place to begin.
Okay, well...
Maybe break-in isn't the right word. We didn't find signs of forced entry, but I've had reports of someone sneaking into the control tower at night. It's probably just a meeting spot for a steamy military base love affair. Kids today. But it bothers me that they didn't break in. It means they have an access code. Most soldiers around the base don't have that. Sure, if you want to investigate. It's not like there's anything to steal up there, just a bunch of old communications equipment. If you can find out any more, I'd be interested to hear it. There's something about this I really don't like. And if I weren't tied up here, I'd be staking it out personally.
Okay.
Not the kind of things you like to see go missing. No witnesses yet. I've got my money on Sergeant Contreras, who's supposed to be in charge of distribution, the little weasel. But he's too slick to let anyone catch him doing it. We've searched his possessions 12 times. Nothing.
I'll keep an eye out for missing supplies.
Good. The more guns you can recover, the more I'll be able to use to shoot Contreras for being inept.
Okay.
No.
Well, goodbye. We're now going to see Contreras. And get us some... Okay, so we're going to go to quests. Yeah, okay. Okay.
Did the Colonel send you?
Well, what's wrong?
I know. My husband, he's a ranger, and he got murdered by a pack of... Brass won't say it to me straight, but they mean to leave Esteban... Colonel says he can't spare the men to bring Esteban back home. And the fiends, they...
I'll recover your husband's body.
Mister, I'd about given Esteban's body...
Yep. Okay. So actually, let's... get to Corporal White's locker, grab his journal. But we need to see Sergeant Contreras. Hey, Contreras, how's it going?
You look like someone in need.
Okay, so what you got? Not a lot. Not a lot. But let's see. I can... Yeah, I'm not gonna sell you that. Okay.
Later.
Okay, well, what you got up here, Contreras? Ooh, computer. What you got? Alright, so let's see what's in his computer. Tolerance. Oof. Okay, so vaporizes. A allowance replenish. Okay. So let's try to get rid of some duds here. Okay, well that didn't work. Let's try again. Alrighty, well, let's see if we can break into this bad boy. Find some stuff. Okay, let's try oof. Aha! Alright. Well, let's download your weapons manifest. You've been got. Okay. So. That's taken care of. Okay. Now let's get back, talk to Boyd. Items. Weapons. Let's do just a little bit of repairing real quick. Go back to our laser rifle. Oh, you gotta love dogs, right? My little dog barks at everything. She seems to think she owns the whole neighborhood.
You're back.
Hey! I have proof Sergeant Contreras is involved in criminal activity.
That may be the worst kept secret on the base. I'd be more surprised if you had proof he wasn't involved in criminal activity. But if you have proof, you're the envy of every MP stationed here. What'd you find?
I hacked into his computer, found evidence that he's selling NCR guns.
Little bastard. I'm sure some of those find their way into the hands of our enemies, too. Alright, thanks for telling me. Pretty impressive work. But for helping me nail this guy, I think you should have a little... Here. It's not contraband, but I confiscated it from Contreras last week. Because he was being smarmy and I was sick of his bullshit.
And that gives us
Yep.
this
See
machine,
you around.
which is a pretty good 308 combat rifle. Alright, so now oh, Fallout New Vegas did Fallout New Vegas things. Alright, guys. Well, that'll be the end of this episode. On the next episode, we will go and investigate the tower. So, thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you again.